Hey, what's up guys? It's Don here, and today I'll be showing you how to make a custom loading screen for Modern Warfare 3. Now I tried this about 2 years ago, a little bit more than 2 years ago, and I couldn't do it. I just kept running into issues and I gave up. Now I recently met a guy named MaxSaga, and he's been going in just trying to edit everything in Modern Warfare 3, just having fun. And recently we've been trying to do the emblems and titles. We were able to do the emblems, but the titles, it was just not working out. I gave up, but he did some research and found another converter that converts images to IWIs just like that without having to do the process that we do with my other videos that I've made. And it worked for the titles. I tested it around and it worked. So I had a little theory like, what if I do this on the loading screens, because I'm having the same issue with the loading screens that I had with the titles. So I tried it and voila, it worked. So yeah, let's get started. Once again, this wouldn't be possible if MaxSaga didn't give me this converter that he found. So first of all, you're gonna need Photoshop as always. I can't help you out with that, so you're on your own for that. Then you're gonna need a NVIDIA plugin for Photoshop to import and export the photos. Now we won't be using that in this tutorial, but we will be using it to import them, but not export them. The next thing you're gonna need is the Modern 3 editing tools, which we have here. And yes, I have the new converter that MaxSaga gave me in there already and updated. And yeah, now let's locate the loading screen files. So first you're going to go into your Modern 3 folder. I already have it right here. I'm using my Pluto copy. And we're going to go into the main. And the loading screen files are located in the IWO2. And for DLCs, they start from IW25 to IW34. Now, not all of these have images files. Some of them have sound. So luckily, I went ahead and found every single loading screen and put it in the folder, so you go ahead and download it. But let's say you're just going along with this tutorial. So we'll go into the IWO2, go into images, and we scroll all the way down where you start seeing the names with the L pop up. So there we go, L, scroll a little bit more down and voila. So you can see they start from the, I think, alpha all the way down to the warlord. Now, some of these are leftovers from COD 4, so that's why I went ahead and put everything in a little folder for you. But let's say I want to do the Bravo, which is, I think, mission. By the way, these files are using their original map names, so all you have to do is go into Google and search up Marfa 3 map names or the console map names, and then you'll get the translated version for which map is which. So I know that Bravo is mission, and some of them already have the actual name, for example, interchange. And yeah, so I want to do Bravo. So we're going to convert the IWI into a DDS. So we're going to go over here and drag this into the IWI to DDS converter. And we get our little preview there of the image. We're going to exit out of this right here. Actually, we're going to drag the image into our edited folder. Then from there, we're going to open it with Photoshop. So let's open up Photoshop. And I'm going to drag that file in there. For our options, we're going to use default size, and we're going to have bitmaps and flip vertically unchecked. Then hit OK. And this is our image that we pretty much got to work with. You can edit it, drag in your own, which is what I'm going to do. So I already have this work file from like 2-3 years ago where I tried but failed. And this is pretty much how I want my loading screen to look like. So I already have everything in one final layer. So I'm just going to duplicate it to the other image. And voila, it's a little bit big, so I'm going to go ahead and resize that. It's not cropped as well. So we're actually gonna go back here once again, go into our crop tool, hit crop a little bit, and duplicate it once again over to the other image. And we're just gonna resize this right here so it can fit perfectly. And voila, this is my loading screen. So basically how we have to save it is in a PNG format. So we'll hit Control-Shift-S to save as, and we're gonna select PNG. And hit save. We're going to save with a large file size and hit OK. Minimize from this, and we just simply drag our image file into the image to IWI converter. And it's going to pop up with this console. It's going to do its thing. Then it's going to say done. And it's going to say press any key to exit. pressing the key, and you're done. You have your image file right here. Now, I'm gonna give you a little tip. If you're gonna do a bunch of loading screens, for example, the whole entire folder here, instead of having all the files in your Pluto folder in the images, or having to replace all the files in your IWO2, which is not recommended, you could do this. So just right click and create a folder called images with a lowercase I, and simply copy your IWI file into there. Make sure you have some type of extraction software so you could go ahead and make a compressed IWD file. I have WinRAR, so we're going to go and add that into our archive. We're going to select the format to zip, and we're going to name this into anything that you like. So for us, it's going to be loading screens, and we're going to make sure to add the extension .iwd and hit OK. Once you have this file, you could drag this. For example, let's say you're using Pluto. You go into the Pluto folder, IW5, and paste it in here. You can also paste it in the main folder, but Pluto recommends you use this folder. And the same applies for Techno. So if we go into our Techno folder, go into our main, and hit paste in here, it should work. So we're going to start with Pluto and go on to Techno so I can show you that it does work. So let's go over here and launch our game. I do have this in windowed mode for the tutorial purpose, so go ahead and hit play. So now we're in the game. We're going to a private match. We're going to change the map into mission, and we're going to hit start. And voila! As you can see, we have our custom loading screen. It looks amazing. Now we'll go ahead and actually exit this out and launch Techno so I can show you that it also works for this game, or at least the step that I did. As for Steam users, I'm not sure if it might work. Let me go and search for a server that has mission on it. All right, so we're gonna go into the what server. And voila, we have our custom loading screen. So this is a perfect ideal choice if you're gonna have multiple custom loading screens. Now, in my case, I just had one ready, but you get the point, right? So you don't have to have a bunch of edited files in the IWO2 section or in the Pluto folder. So yeah. Another thing I want to say is you can edit the preview images. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch Pluto once again for this. So if I'm correct, these are located in the IWO25. So go right here to images, scroll all the way down to the P section because they're called preview images. Not sure which one they're in. It's not 24, it's 26. Nope, that's sound files. I think it's 23, yeah. So it's IW23, and you can see we have preview MP, and these images are basically the ones you see here. So if you go into maps, these are the images on the right. So if you want everything to match, you can edit those. It's kind of pointless, and in Pluto, you know, custom matchmaking isn't kind of working so far, so no point in editing these. In Steam, I guess you could do it, and in Techno, Techno doesn't support private match, so it's useless. But yeah, that's pretty much it on how to edit a loading screen for Modern Warfare 3 and have your own custom loading screen. So hit the like button if you liked it. If you don't, you already know what to do. And hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my YouTube content. And also a big thank you once again to MaxSaga for finding this converter and making this possible. And that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.